Tonight and then every other Sunday, we'll be alternating point-counterpoint with a new feature we call A Few Minutes with Andy Rooney.
I wish I could do this forever. I can't, though. But I'm not retiring. Writers don't retire, and I'll always be a writer. A lot of you have sent me wonderful letters and said good things to me when you meet me in the street. I wasn't always gracious about it. It's hard to accept being liked. I don't say this often, but thank you. Although, if you do see me in a restaurant, please, just let me eat my dinner.
The wonderful Andy Rooney. After, what is it, 800, 900 years? No, actually, it's an almost as impressive 62 years is leaving CBS. The real milestone for most people, however, is that the man who brought all the mudgeon to curmudgeon, who groused, griped, grunted, grumbled, and kvetched about the modern world better than anyone else in America, is unhitching his mournful dinghy from the mighty battleship 60 Minutes. Tonight was his last lamentation on that program. Andy, sorry, Mr. Rooney, is a mere 92 years old and has been flailing America and all its wonders, from peanuts to presidents, from Lady Gaga to all those pins in new shirts, since 1978. He signed off tonight having delivered about 1,100 Jeremiads about the horrors of the modern world. What to say of Mr. Rooney? That he could be like a really grumpy version of an Old Testament prophet who's run out of locusts for supper and had a particularly trying day in the wilderness, and in addition, the most threatening set of eyebrows outside of Mount Olympus. When Mr. Rooney raised one of those ominous ocular outcrops, it was like watching an avalanche in reverse. When the great bushy thickets combined, as it was almost impossible from their abundance for them not to, it was like a great white fort had been erected on his forehead to keep out all the nonsense of this nonsensical age. These little talks of his, the 60 Minutes postscripts, are many of them devilishly clever in all their seeming artlessness. He had a kind of genius for wild observation, as his comment that you'd think short shoes would be less expensive than long shoes, less in them. And then he concluded that people with short feet are subsidizing people with long feet. The injustice. By the way, dig up his verbal mugging of Bill Gates on the internet. It's a classic. And please don't call his pieces rants. They are all fragments of one long, melancholy aria about modern times from a man born in an age which is past, an age tougher, wilder, more free, and rightfully anxious that the virtues and joys of that gone day are lost forever. A Few Minutes with Andy Rooney every Sunday night. It wasn't quite going to church, but there were similarities. Anyway, Andy, at 92, is laying down the cudgel. Well done, thou good and faithful curmudgeon. For The National, I'm Rex Murphy.